Well, hello and welcome to the first part of my journey today in November of 2009. We're here at the wine show. I thought I'd take a look on the last day, but I want to show you some of these displays. Unbelievable. This is probably one of the better shows I've ever been to around the world, and that's enough of me, and I'll show you something of what's going on. If you have a look at this display here, this is one of my first ones. This is incredible. They've got like virtually a whole bar set up just for this trade show. You can see on the corner there, and the extent of which the work has gone into this sort of thing for selling these wines. See, even down to the stools, the makeup of the whole stand is brilliant. Here we're down just one of the alleyways, but all the stands have got dimension up high. They've got dimension in depth. Here's another one here. That's another bar. There's a little bit of a tile floor, and of course some of the wines that go right up to the ceiling. That must be about the 1 story high, right up there, and the lights. They've truly gone over the top, I suppose you'd call it, but it's part of the marketing that they do with the wines here in the Hong Kong Wine Festival. Here's another display. Of course, I don't know where a lot of these wines are from all around the world, but it seems like they outdo each other with their exhibit sites. It would cost thousands and thousands of dollars to set something like this up, and you can see all goes extended down there. We'll take another look along here. That's the entrance where you come in, and this thing goes all the way through about 3 or 4 pavilions. Some of the wines there and the lovely people that are exhibiting, and just the attention to detail is tremendous. Here's some Italian brand there, and you can see how far it reaches. So there is still a good booming trade in the liquor industry, that's for sure. Anyway, see, they have it by country. There's the France exhibit, and here's the Spanish area, and you see the flags are flying high, the decor's brilliant. This has truly been impressive for me, and you have a lot of these people that go around just with signs to tell you where all the sorts of events and seminars and meetings, and there's wine tasting off in different meeting rooms outside the pavilion. But the Spanish have put in a big effort here this year. You can see that it goes right down to the end, the far end. This whole corridor is full of Spanish wines, and a showcase of Koreans. Of course, not to be outdone, they've got a beautiful display, monumental, as only the Asians can do. And there's a TV screen that shows some of the promotions that they have on at the moment. We're still at the rear of the Spanish pavilion, so I haven't travelled very far, but you can see this is the open day for the public. So there's still a lot of things. And here, where are we now? We're in Argentina. We're just coming into Argentina, and you can see how tall their stands are. They've got pictures of all the countryside. It's truly a beautiful event. Who put on a good show as well, but they're right next to the Aussies, just at the entrance. We're very fortunate in the fact that we've got an entrance spot, and you can see all the different countries and the flags and so forth at the rear of Argentina. But as you move down past the Kiwis, we move to the Australian stand, where you'll see a lot of... Here's part of Portugal. They've got a sort of a reasonable stand, but it's not fantastic, not compared with some of the ones we've just seen. But all in all, I'm quite impressed. Here's the rest of some of the Australian stand that's actually been extended right down this alleyway. So it's fantastic. Today is, as I mentioned before, it's open to the public, but there doesn't seem to be that many people here. And across the road here we've got wines of Chile. Impressed with this one. It's certainly not up to what the standard I'd expect from America. They haven't got the flair or or the quality of the stand that you'd expect, like the Italians and the Spanish, but still, it's got all the stars and stripes, and that's probably what you really need. Coming down here, there's some more of the American side of things, but to me, very bland. They probably could have done better. Gallery. It's just a showcase of numerous wines of the world. You can see there's some from the United States of America, and then we come over here and there's Portugal. But it's really just a showcase with all different types of specialised wines that from around the world. There obviously is a lot of money involved in all these sorts of things, and here's an area where they probably have the seminars and discuss all sorts of things. And then we pan around, and up there you can see some South African flag, and Hungary, France, just about everyone in the world. In fact, I believe that there's only one continent that they haven't got, and that's Antarctica. But knowing the Chinese, they will probably get somebody there. Medical Device and Supplies Fair. This is the first time they've had this. But you see these signboards here are located all through the fair, and they've got clear instructions on where all the different shows are being held. There's 3 on at the moment. One's the optical show, of course the medical show here, and of course the one that we just saw, which coming around here, is the tail end of the wine show, which they've had 450 exhibitors at, and that's the end there. Even is that one from India over there? Let's have a look. Yeah, that's India. Wow. And what they do here, you've got little booths here, business registration, and you see the forms there, and you fill those out on the different types of products or industry development that you require yourself. And then what you do, you've got over here, you've got a group of people from the Hong Kong Trade Development Corporation, and you go up there and they have a look at products that you need, and there's one waving there. How are you going?
Hi, friends.
That's good. And oh, that's a beautiful lady over here. And what they do, they have a look at what you need, and they go straight onto the computer and print out suppliers. So they're leaving nothing to chance here at the Hong Kong Trade Development Corporation shows. So that's very interesting, something I haven't seen throughout the world. So nobody escapes, and as you can see, there's a stark difference between that and the wines. Basically here you've just got corridors and laneways that have the company names on the boards, and just little booths similar to what they do at other trade shows where they've just got minimalistic trade. And here we are at the Australian Medical Device Supplies Showcase, and you can see the little kangaroos on here and all the people here. They've got 3 companies: Cochlear, ResMed and Brandwood Consulting. So it's quite exciting to see that. Up here, I picked up a little bit of information about things, and they're always trying to get you in to have a look at all their medical supplies and so forth. But stark difference to what we saw in the wine exhibition.
Enjoy your time with your daughter.
There is one stand that is in particularly quite big, and that's Johnson & Johnson. There they are there. They're the only ones with a big placard up the top that stands 1 story high. But they've just got their basic stuff here, sutures and other medical devices of that nature. So it's a fairly small show. There's probably only 100 exhibitors here. The optical show. And this is the entrance.